Hello and welcome to episode 18 of Daryl Show Your Work. And this episode is going to be a relatively short. I just wanted to create or do a lab here where we're covering the importance of being able to reduce our web traffic or reduce, excuse me, our network capture to be able to specifically weed out network scans, whether that's internally, externally. We need to be able to identify those to see if there's any active reconnaissance perhaps going on. So, for us to begin to do that, I'm going to start up Wireshark, and then I'm going to start us up in Ethernet 0. That's the interface we'll be using. All right, so I'm waiting here to see if some if traffic is being captured. It looks like none at the moment. So I'm going to try to generate some traffic here by doing an nmap scan on a Kali machine. All right. So if hypothetically, let's say if I was like an attacker and I would or a potential attacker and I was doing some active reconnaissance where I wanted to do some scanning of the network to see who was up. Let's assume that I already did some sort of enumeration, and I'm targeting specific machines that I know are on your network. So let's say I know about the Windows Server 2012 machine that we were just in. So I'm going to do a simple nmap scan of that machine, and all right, and that's our machine. It's at 172.16.0.15. So we're going to scan that server and see. Well, we're going to see what ports are open, but that's not the essence of what it is that we're looking for. We're just trying to generate some traffic here in Wireshark, so then we can see how to further narrow that traffic down to be able to see these particular scans that I'm doing now. So let's give it a few seconds. All right, quite a few ports open, but again, not quite pertinent to what it is that we're out of the scope of what it is that we're looking for in this lab. All right, so I'm bringing back the Windows machine now. All right, so it looks like we did we actually did generate quite a bit of traffic. All right, and then all right, so let me stop the capture. All right, so I want to narrow all of this traffic down. As you can see, it's quite a few packets. I want to narrow this traffic down to just the nmap scan that we did. All right, so if I'm a blue team analyst and I want to see are we being actively scanned by someone, I would put in this filter here and say tcp dot port equals, and I'm gonna say 135 for we're narrowing down the traffic down to port 135. And what one port 135 is are RPC related packets. And what RPC is actually short for Remote Procedure Protocol, which helps other devices discover services on a network and their assigned ports. Hence, why this would give us our nmap traffic or our nmap scan traffic, because that's exactly the purpose that nmap serves, is to scan other machines and find out what port they're up and then what ports are currently open. All right, so I'm going to hit enter. All right, so it looks like we have an incomplete TCP handshake going, but we can see where the Kali machine, which is located at 172.16.0.5, where it initiated a TCP handshake with us at 172.16.0.15, and we could see that first send packet that was sent to us. So in order for nmap to know what ports were open, we then sent them back a send ack packet to let them know that, hey, we received your packet, and let you know we acknowledge that we're up, and we acknowledge that you're sending a packet. But instead of it ending with another act or another acknowledgement packet, instead it gave us a reset packet, because we weren't trying to form a complete connection. We weren't trying to maintain a connection with this Windows Server machine. We were just basically seeing if it was up. So this is pretty much how you reduce your network traffic down to seeing what active scanning is going on, what active reconnaissance may be going on. Again, this is important because it's good to catch attackers as far back in the MITRE attack framework as you can. And if you can catch an attacker doing active scanning, then you can more easily address what's going on and prevent them from furthering any sort of attack or exploiting any sort of attack vector by protecting yourselves against them. So that would be all for this video. Please like, subscribe, and share, and most importantly, show your work. And until next time, take care of yourself, and God bless.